Ever wish you could time travel? Well, guess what? Today, we're going to do something kind of like that. We're diving into a recent conversation with OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, to take a journey into the future he's building right now. We'll go from the tools on your desktop today all the way to the dawn of superintelligence. So yeah, let's get into it.
So before we look forward, we have to understand just how big this moment is right now. Sam Altman puts it this way: what's happening isn't just another tech cycle. No, this is one of those fundamental, once-in-a-century shifts, and we're literally living right in the middle of it.
In this shift, it's creating a world with totally new rules. I mean, think about that statement. It's not a knock on human intelligence. It's about the fact that the entire baseline for intelligence itself is being completely reset. It's a wild idea, and it really sets the stage for everything else we're about to talk about.
All right, so our time travel journey kicks off right here, in the present. Because that new baseline we just mentioned, it's about to take a massive leap forward with the next generation of models, like the upcoming GPT-5. It's honestly pretty easy to forget how ridiculously powerful even the old models are. I mean, GPT-4 was already acing tests that are incredibly hard for most people. We're talking medical exams, the bar exam, even a test for wine experts. But here's the thing, GPT-5 isn't just a small step up, it's a whole different level.
So what does a leap like that actually feel like? Sam Altman told this great story. He just casually asked GPT-5 to make the old snake game from his high school calculator. And get this, it coded a perfect version in 7 seconds. 7. But then, he could just talk to it, adding new features, changing visuals, all in real time. That's not just coding faster, that's changing the speed of creativity itself.
This right here, this quote, says it all. It's about something you can't really measure on a chart. The jump is so big that for the people actually building this stuff, going back to the old model feels broken. It's like going from fiber internet back to dial-up. It just shows you how much the sense of what's possible can change almost overnight.
Okay, let's hop forward in our time machine. Next stop, the near future. We're talking, say, 5 to 10 years out. We're going to see how this technology is expected to completely reshape two huge parts of our world: scientific discovery and, of course, our jobs. So this isn't some late-night dorm room question. This is what top tech leaders are trying to figure out right now. When does AI stop being a super smart search engine that just summarizes what we already know and start creating genuinely new knowledge? The CEO of Stripe, Patrick Collison, asked Sam this exact question. And the answer is, well, it's way sooner than you probably think. Sam Altman believes that by late 2027, just a few years from now, most experts in the field will agree that, yep, an AI has made a major scientific discovery. This isn't science fiction decades away. This is right around the corner. So you might be wondering, what's stopping it from doing that right now? Well, it kind of comes down to this difference. AI is already superhuman at short-term stuff, tasks that take a few seconds or minutes. But the truly huge breakthroughs, like proving a new math theorem, that takes thousands of hours of deep, focused work. AI is like a world-class sprinter that's still learning how to run a marathon. But the thing is, it's learning to do that incredibly fast. And of course, the more capable AI gets, the more we have to talk about the elephant in the room: jobs. You see numbers like this, predicting a massive shift in the workforce, and yeah, it can be pretty unnerving. This is the stuff that causes a lot of anxiety, and for good reason. But then, you get the other side of the coin. Sam Altman sees this, and he thinks it's not the end of work, but maybe the greatest opportunity ever. He says that for a young person today, AI isn't something that's going to replace you. It's a tool, a lever so powerful it could let one single person build a billion-dollar company, doing the work that used to take a whole army of people. Okay, for our last jump, we're going all the way out, to the horizon. This is the end game, where this whole AI trajectory is ultimately pointed: the creation of superintelligence. But what does that word even mean, really?
For such a massive sci-fi sounding concept, Sam Altman has a surprisingly down-to-earth definition. Forget about godlike entities in the cloud, he just defines it as a system that could do two things. 1, be better than his entire research team at coming up with new AI breakthroughs. And 2, be better than him at running his own company. Pretty simple, right?
Okay, so that's a neat definition. But what does a system that smart actually do for us? How does it change our lives? Well, let's take this huge abstract idea and ground it in something that matters to every single one of us: our health. So just imagine this workflow. You give an AI a goal: cure this specific type of cancer. So first, it reads, well, everything.
every medical paper, every clinical trial result ever published. Then it starts forming its own new ideas, and it asks human technicians in a lab to run very specific experiments. It analyzes those results, learns, refines its ideas, and does it over and over, until finally it designs a molecule ready for human trials. That's what superintelligence in action could look like.
That future is wow. It's incredible. But here's the thing. It's not just going to happen on its own. So we're bringing our time machine back to today. Because to build that future, we have to get through some absolutely massive challenges that are happening right now. According to Sam, progress right now is really being held back by 4 big things. First, there's compute. We just need more raw horsepower from chips and data centers. Then there's data. We're basically running out of the internet to train these things on. Third, we need better algorithmic design, smarter ways for the AI to learn. And finally, you need great products, because all this tech is useless if people can't actually use it. And if you dig into that first one, compute, the single biggest bottleneck right now might surprise you. It's not a lack of chips, it's energy. Plain and simple, electricity. Finding enough power, we're talking gigawatts here, to run these massive new data centers is one of the biggest real-world challenges they face.
You know, to put all of this into perspective, people love to compare this to the Industrial Revolution, but here's the kicker. The prediction is that this AI revolution could be 10 times bigger in scale and happen 10 times faster. I mean, just try to wrap your head around that. A change that massive, moving at that speed, it's kind of mind-boggling.
So with all that happening, what's our role in it? Where do we fit in? Well, Sam's favorite analogy for this whole thing isn't some sci-fi robot. It's something much simpler, the transistor. That little tiny switch that basically enabled the entire modern world.
And this is probably the most important takeaway from all of this. Think about it. The people who invented the transistor, most of us don't know their names. The real story was what came next. It's about what innovators and entrepreneurs and artists and, yes, what you build on top of that foundational technology. AI is that new foundation.
And that's where our journey ends, right back in the present, with you. The platform is being built. The foundation is being laid. The real story, the one that's actually going to define the future, isn't going to be written by Sam Altman. It's going to be written by all of us. So the only question left is, what are you going to build?